Hi Taurus, I'm here to do your monthly read for October. Just change of scenery this month, just felt like doing it somewhere else. And I've got a new little deck. It's the Rider-Waite to act as a clarifier for my big Rider-Waite. So after that we will be pulling some sacred geometry, Queen of the Moon Oracle, and chakra cards as well, just to tie off the ending. I'm going to jump straight in. We're doing quite a large spread today, but I am going to run through the positions quite swiftly, so it's going to give you a really good snapshot of where you're at the moment, or where you want to be, or how to guide you forward. So with that said, okay, all right, so look at that, instead of just jumping Taurus, does Taurus want to be right now? Where are you in life right now? Wow. Okay, is this where you are in life right now, Taurus? The Lovers and the Chariot. Well, I'm a Taurus Sun and Taurus Venus. That's where I would like to be. We've got the Lovers, so it represents a choice. This is a positive card. Sometimes it can be in regards to an actual lover, a divine union of sorts. But what we're talking about mostly here is a very positive situation where you get to choose, you get to sit within your instinct and decide what to do, what's best for yourself moving forward, and whether that complies with what everybody else wants for you or not. It's got nothing to do with it. The Chariot is that forward movement again, so it is a victorious card. These are big energies as well, so you've got the Sphinx on either side. It's like the yin and the yang energy, but it's perfect balance. So it's a perfect forward balance to be making some really good choices. And just get a little bit more clarity on that position. Can we just clarify the Lovers and the Chariot for Taurus? Thank you. Yeah. So you're giving up a fight. Not giving up a fight as in defeat. It's like you're stepping away. You're refusing to actually mess with something. It's what I'm reading from this. So, this is small fish and you're done with it. Like, you're just, what I'm seeing is that you are moving on from something and you're heading in the direction where you know it's going to make you happy. You're not wasting time on what others think anymore. That's what I see for you, Taurus. So where do you want to be next month? And this is your October read, so we are still in September, so yeah, right. You could be, this could be for where do you want to be next month, being in October, or this could be where do you want to be next month, meaning October, November. We did get the King of Pentacles, yes, an earth energy. That's your energy, Taurus. But the King of Pentacles, he's in charge. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's working hard and he's getting paid for it. In fact, the King of Pentacles knows how to work smart as well. So he doesn't do all the legwork, but he definitely gets paid the most. So he's really in control of things. And the Five of Cups in reverse. So learning how to be grateful is something that I'm getting off this card for you, is working on your gratitude next month. Will probably actually, it doesn't just make you feel good, it brings good things into your life as well. So that's the message I received for you there. Where do you want to be next year? So 2022, although, you know, the readings are timeless, so whenever you whenever you see this reading is the perfect time for you, so take it as you will. Next year, you want to be victorious again. There is a lot of victory in this reading, Taurus. So, you know, you want to be in control of things. You want to be sitting there and saying, yes, I did it. And you know what? Life's busy. Life's good. Life is ticking along. You're getting double cards for everything so far, which is interesting as well. So I am getting a lot of energy, and there's a lot of emotion so far. Like you're we haven't gotten too far into the read, but there is a focus on water energies at the moment. I'm seeing Cancer. I'm seeing Pisces. So where do you want to be in the next 5 years? In the next 5 years, yeah. You don't want to be wishing anymore. You don't want to be dreaming about it and wishing upon a star anymore. You want to actually be down in there. Like if you, so this is, to me, I'm getting a message that you should start wishing more. 5 years might seem like a long way away. And sometimes we look forward and go vaguely, oh yeah, you know, I don't want this, or I don't want that, or I just want this bit to be over. But what this card is encouraging you to do is actually sit down with yourself and actively figure out what it is that you wish for yourself in 5 years' time. Because before you know it will be here, and it's really good to have a measuring stick. And not only that, but it's a ways of manifesting things as well. So I'll be interested to see if we do get the Magician out in this reading today. Just pour myself some tea, my loves. So the next question, who have you become, Taurus? Who have you become? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, yep. So the Knight of Pentacles, you know, is sturdy, and it's Taurus energy, it's earth energy on this card. So it's a no wonder we've got this for who you have become. He's a steady man. He's a slow-moving man, but he's on his way. You know, he's strong, he's reliable, and when I use the terms he or she, it makes no difference. As masculine and energy and feminine within us all. Talk about Mercury retrograde has already begun. I'm stumbling over my words. Yes, the Knight of Pentacles, that's you, Taurus, that's all over. So you may wish to be the King of Pentacles, then you better start wishing and manifesting. At the moment, you're a Knight of Pentacles, and that's just perfect. The Divine will never have you anywhere that you shouldn't be. You can speed up the process of moving forward. Although in your earth energy, I feel that's just exactly where you need to be right now. You know, earth energies generally don't do anything brash or fast or unexpected, and that's okay. You know, you've got to work however suits best, you know, for your soul path. So what do you want to be, or who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? It's probably not wanting to come out because he's already here, the King of Pentacles. Can we get a card for Taurus, please? Who do you want to be? Okay, that's a bit much. All right. I'll have a look through those, but I can't take them all. I will take these last two, so there's a bit more intention in those. Wow, yeah, wow. Wow, okay. I feel like there's a lot of people in this bunch, and one, there's a lot of balance. I know that you do value balance, and I think you want a lot of things as well. I keep getting that Seven of Cups energy, which means having options, lots of moving paths, but it can be a little bit chaotic. But I don't think you mind that either, Taurus. I think that you want a perfect balance of so many things is how I would best describe this. And I feel like you are looking around for inspiration. I think you are looking to others for inspiration. It's possible there could be a fire sign in your life that you are in, possibly a Leo, that things aren't great with, or you're in separation, or you feel like you are where you need to be for the relationship to work, but there's something not quite perfectly clicking into place from their end, is how I see this. But you want things to be a bit more relaxed, really. You just want to chill out, you want to enjoy life, and you want to have lots of happy things going on, and you want the perfect balance with them. So yeah, and it's this working hard energy that's come out as well, but it's in reverse, so it's overworking, and the Hermit being that really quiet energy of going within. So what I feel here is there's a need for you to slow down, and you don't want to be at it all the time, whatever it is. Could be work, could be love, could be just life, that you feel like you're constantly up against these hurdles. And if it's not a hurdle, it's a necessity, and it's just all go all the time. And I feel your need to slow things down a little, Taurus. Let's move on. What do you want from a relationship, current or future relationship? Yeah, so you want someone that's really emotionally available, and that is going to prioritize you. That's just plain and clear, very plain and clear message. You want to be prioritized. You don't want someone that's actually juggling you with someone else, or everything else in life is just a bit more important than spending time and connecting with you. It could be, I mean, we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, and sometimes that can be overly emotional. It could be that you have become overly emotional in your relationship or in past relationships, and it doesn't mean you're an overly emotional person, Taurus. It means probably that you're just not feeling seen, not feeling heard, which causes things to amp up. It's hard when someone else is emotionally unavailable. We tend to tip the scales to I've just lost a word, but you know what I mean. You tip the scales to compensate, sorry, for their lack of emotion. And sometimes, and I know this does happen with Taurus because I am a Taurus myself, but it can get a little out of control there. Like the more you try and invoke emotion from them, and the more resistance you come up against, the more frustrated and emotional you can get about these things. So yeah, I think the important thing to remember there is that that you shouldn't have to actually do that in a relationship. You shouldn't have to be fighting for them to give their emotions and time to you. That should just be part and parcel of how you align with someone, if that's important to you. So what do you want from your career, Taurus? Whether you're in a career, whether a new career, what do you want from your career? What is important for Taurus to get from their career? Well, there's lots of maybes. Maybe you're not sure, Taurus. What do you want from your career? Okay. Justice. Okay. Is there anybody out there that is currently in the middle of a workers' comp claim? Because that's loud and clear there. It could be that when you want to work in the justice system, you're studying to be a lawyer, you want to be a policeman, police officer, or it could be that you just feel like you don't, that all the jobs that you've been doing or you are in it, they're not pleasing you. It doesn't feel just, it doesn't feel right, it's not fair. There's something not like really majorly misaligned with your working environment or the people in it. Take it as it resonates, or just straight up you want to work in the justice system. That's an interesting one. So what do you want from your spirituality, your spiritual life? Yeah, wow, okay. We do have a lot of cups energy in here, and you know, a nice smattering of major arcana as well. So death in reverse. Your spirituality could be that at the moment you might be resisting the end of a cycle, or the end of a cycle may not feel too good to you. And the King of Cups, he's in control of his emotion, but sometimes, you know, if I'd gotten the King of Wands, I'd say it was a jackpot, because he is the spiritual dude in the King suite. But the King of Cups is very in touch with emotions as well, and that does make him rather perceptive, intuitive. You know, a lot of psychics or tarot readers will look into a bowl of water as they read. It's called scrying. So the water signs are quite renowned for having the psychic energies as well. So perhaps that's something that you are looking to do, Taurus. You're also a very intuitive and psychic sign. It just could be that you're at the end of a cycle. You feel like it could, what I'm getting is that you've kind of flatlined for a bit, and you're waiting to tick over from death into the next stage. You know, something needs to fall away before you can step into this King of Cups energy, where you are in control of your emotions. And, you know, sometimes spirituality, if you are looking to further your gifts, it does come like that. It does come in that ebb and flow, and sometimes you're stuck there for ages, and you just don't know what the magic button is to get you going again. But it's all for good reason. The divine is at work there and is orchestrating things, if you will. So all you need to do is keep doing what you're doing, keep up your spiritual practices, keep manifesting the things that you want to do, but come to the party as well. Don't expect them to be dumped on your lap, and the divine will look after the rest for you. What do you need to do to unlock your creativity? Right, yeah, exactly. work hard, and you do have to fight for it. So this might not be something that comes super easy to you, or it might be that you don't necessarily think that there's time to be putting into creative endeavors. If you want to unlock your creativity, which I feel is a very important part of being on your spiritual path, you need to fight for it, fight for your time, or fight against the odds, or block out what other people need and want from you. You're at the top here. They're all down below trying to get to you. You're in a position of power here to say, no, that's enough, or no, I'm sorry, I've got something else to do today, or whatever it is. Protect your time, protect yourself. And that's the only way there that you're going to be able to step into that space and start opening that part of your brain and your soul to do some creative work, however that looks for you. So oftentimes I always relate this card actually to being a parent. If there's a million demands on you, you might have a boss, you might have a partner that works, so you might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, who knows, that just need so much from you all the time. And then you've got to keep up with friends so that you don't lose your friends, but also make time to visit family because they want to see the kids. And there is so much pulling at you, and sometimes you've got to say that's enough. And creativity is definitely lacking in parents. So if there are some parents out there listening to this read, this is for you. Make some time for you and do with it what you will. Creativity, spirituality, health, fitness, whatever it is that you need for yourself. Prioritize that. So what do you need to contribute to society or the community? This is an interesting one. Oh, love, baby. You just need to meet this community or society. It's just meet. So meet them. Meet them halfway. Build on relationships. It could be, I don't know, if there's singles out here watching this, I would say this is a sign to get out there, go get amongst it, go to some community events, or, accept the invitation sent to you by your friends. Go out there and actually enjoy yourself, because there might be a divine union for you, a coming together, someone that you want to clink cups with. This is a card of being in your heart space with somebody else. For those of you already in a relationship, it might be to do with getting out there and doing some fun things together, rekindling, that kind of new relationship feeling where you used to probably go out and do things together. So how to sorry, Taurus, just distracted there. Strange noise coming from my kitchen. So how to line up your interests, your principles, your beliefs, or how to bring into line your intuition, your interests, principles, beliefs, systems, basically. So how to tune into those things. What do you need to do to tune into what it is that you believe in and that you're interested in? Yeah, wow. Stop resisting what you know to be true. So I often see this as my card that sometimes you're not happy in a relationship and you're not willing to admit it, or it's over but you're not willing to actually leave. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be a job, or it could just be that you've been getting downloads, spiritual downloads, intuitions, but you're resisting any kind of step into the spiritual world. Well, you are sitting here watching YouTube tarot, so that's one thing, isn't it? But actually taking it upon yourself and being proactive to step into a new space or start rebuilding life else, like in a new direction, in a new location, with a new person, whatever it might be. So there's something here where you've received a message, but the action has not been taken to align your life with the message you have received just yet. And this is exactly what I'm saying with that is Two of Swords. It's not being able to see. Like, you could put those swords down and take that blindfold off. At the moment, you are choosing not to see something. When you do, it's quite likely that your belief system, that your interests and your principles and your behaviors will all flourish. So we're getting a card on how to connect with your sacred path. Okay, yeah, okay. So Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, sorry. It is a card of adversity, but it's also a card of winning. So if you need to lose a few friends or get laughed at here and there to connect with your sacred path, well, that's up to you. But, sometimes you're going to receive some judgments for what you decide to do. But at the end of the day, you decide, is this what you want to do? If it is, then it's probably worth a couple of judgments, because for all, like every negative judgment you get, you'll probably be getting 3 positive judgments. So people tend to respect other people that step into themselves, never mind the fact of whether they agree or have those same interests or whatever it might be. There's a really strong message through this whole reading, I've just realized, Taurus, that about you stepping into your spirituality, and you're resisting, and you don't necessarily want to be judged. You don't want to put it out there. You don't have to straight away. You don't have to ever. But if you do want to be stepping into that space, you can do that by yourself. You can do that on the side. You can do a lot of things. You could journal before bed, or you can jot down your dreams in the morning, or you can take 10 minutes to meditate when someone might be thinking you're having a 20-minute nap. You're actually having a meditation. Someone thinks you're listening to music in your earbuds, and you're actually listening to a podcast on reading tarot or something like that. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to share this with everyone. If your sacred path is a spiritual path, and you don't feel comfortable going down that path, or it's more this vibe of, there's a vibe of being too scared to step out and begin the journey. But there's also, like this fear of being judged. So let's look at your talent and potential. Nice. 3 of Cups. So it's your talent and potential. Just have a sip of tea. This is being a people person, having, being the fun friend, or just bringing people together, connecting with others. That's beautiful. That's a really, 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 really nice. So it could be, and again, I'm leaning into those of us who have decided or would like to go down a spiritual path, or deepen their spiritual connection with themselves. That says to me that it could be your sacred path to be helping others, to bring others happiness, peace, alignment, through your spiritual gifts. So how do you get there? What's the first step to fulfilling these things? Okay, wow, we've got 4 steps. All right, ditch any of those nasty opinions. You don't need them. Step in to your highly intuitive and passionate throne. This is the Queen of Wands. Like, she doesn't care what anyone thinks, and she knows herself, and she's proud of herself, and everybody in her space respects her and loves her too, because she is so confident in herself. When you've got your own confidence, other people have confidence in you. If you're unsure, they're unsure. Yeah. So there's anxiety, lots of anxiety around this. But it's a journey, and it's a journey from these choppy waters into smoother waters. And again, with the swords, there is a lot of sword energy holding you back here, Taurus. It's all, swords are all in your head, your thoughts, your communications, the opinions of others. You know, you can be in two worlds. Just because you're a spiritual person doesn't mean that you have to, you know, wear purple and smell of patchouli and everyone suddenly thinks you're airy fairy. That's not how it works these days. That's just not what it's all about. So I urge you to, well, I won't urge you to do anything. We'll pull our last card and ask, what's the first step? Yeah, gosh. The first step is to take those 10 swords out of your back. So this guy's not dead. He just hurts a lot. And the great thing about this card is that he literally couldn't hurt any more than he does. And after a 10, the cycle goes back round to an ace. It's a completion. So to get to a 10, you have to have learned all those other lessons along the way. You know, to get a 10 is a great thing. It doesn't matter if it's a 10 of swords or wands or pentacles or cups. It means that there's a completion in the cycle. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, but it can't get any worse now. It's done. What this says to me is that you might still be sitting in that, but it's time to take those swords out of your back and start healing and start from square one again with, you know, with something new. So you know, it's not like, oh, we're just going round and round and round and round and round in life. It's, if you get to the end of this cycle, you start a new cycle, but instead of it being down here, it's now up here, the new cycle, because you take all those lessons with you for the next cycle. So that's quite special. I really like that for you. I'm going to grab some oracle cards. We'll start with our chakra cards because they're the easiest for me to reach. What do we have for Taurus? Chakra. Wow. I won't take them all. Wow. Oh yeah, I've got to, because they're just speaking to me. So we've been speaking a lot about life purpose in your sacred path, and abundance. So obviously I know that everyone's got to earn a living as well, and sometimes you might think, oh, but a spirituality, that's fun, but what's that to me? It can bring you great abundance in any way, shape or form. Abundance of happiness, abundance of new people in your life, abundance of loving the space that you're in, loving the skin that you're in, and it can bring abundance in form of money as well, which people tend to think of when they see abundance. Either way, it's your life purpose to be abundant, Taurus, because you are that earth sign. You are the fixed earth sign. It is about abundance for you. It's not a greedy energy. It's just you feel your best when you know that you are stable, secure, and that you're not lacking or needing for anything, and that you afford to do the extra things here and there. So, and that's fine. That if that's your life purpose, is to become solid, secure, happy, and abundant. and make it your life purpose. You know, do the work to work towards that. And why I couldn't put these ones back is because we got nurturing. Like, how do you get there? You got to nurture yourself. We've got rebirth, which is exactly what it takes. Is you literally have to rebirth, which means, you know, closing out the cycles. And these are in the soul star chakra, the black ones. Which, let me just grab my book. Where is it? I just want to double check. Yeah, 6 inches below your feet. Is that what we're talking about here? Shouldn't start talking before I know what I'm talking about, hey? Where are we? Yeah, sorry, Earth Star Chakra. Yeah. 6 inches below our feet, which aligns you with the beautiful heart of the earth. It anchors our light and soul deeply into the planet, allowing us to feel supported, grounded, and held on our journey. Feeling deeply connected to the earth and her elements, being open and receptive to all the love, healing, and nurturing she has to offer. Yeah, like, can you get any more earth sign than that? Nurturing and rebirth. And that's what the universe is doing for you at this time as well. Don't doubt it. Even if you are not actively doing anything, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. This is what's happening. Forgiveness of others, forgiveness of self, however that resonates with you. It's really important in order to be able to actually rebirth, you have to leave some things behind. So determination, you do have a lot of determination in you, and it's going to take a lot of determination to swing this in whichever direction you would like it to go. And then divine wisdom, which is, you know, it's not ignoring that tower, that thing that you know that you haven't taken action on yet. It's been given to you by the divine. You can't ignore that. If it was given to you by the divine, it's just waiting for you to do something with it, essentially. So we'll get a Queen Oracle card, Moon Oracle card. This one. These guys don't jump because they're a bit sticky. Oh, purity. Yes. That is stunning. I'll read that one from the book. Just a snippet. Oops. Purity. Where are you there? Look for the simplest and cleanest solution. Understand your motives for doing what you are doing and be as clear as possible in your communication. You can say, I know why I do what I do. Okay, so if you've got any clear quartz, carry that with you. That will help you along. And very lastly, this is my new sacred geometry cards. What have we got for Taurus to close off this reading? What have we got? And these ones are hard to shuffle as well. I'll twist them around and see if that works. I don't always want to jump these big oracle decks. Whoa, okay. Tell a lie. Oh, amazing. Number 44, Universal Love. That's so pretty. Look at that. I'm going to read from the book. So the card itself says the frequency of universal love activates a connection we need to feel each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. And that's right. That's exactly what this reading has been, really connecting you to Earth. Been feeling that very strongly. So, you need to connect to Earth in order to connect to your higher self. That's kind of how it works. In order to not get completely lost, your crown chakra opens up and the spiritual world comes rushing in. It's really important to ground yourself to Earth as well. So you can Google grounding practices or meditations. Every morning, if you ground yourself, it doesn't, it's a very important way to begin your spiritual journey. So love is probably the most sought after, mysterious, indeterminate, and fulfilling feeling that a human can experience. Its mystery surely derives from the fact that we cannot really describe or define what it is. Is it energy? Is it an emotion? Perhaps it's simply the glue that binds everything together. Whatever it is, we know without a doubt that we feel loved and when we love. As vibrational beings, we hold a frequency that aligns with the frequency of our thoughts and our emotions. And from that vibrational point of attention, we attract everything else into our reality. Love is one of the highest frequencies. When we are in a state of love, we easily attract circumstances and people into our reality that are aligned with that frequency. Human beings are capable of feeling deep compassion and love, not just for one another, but for all life in general. How do you describe what a parent feels towards their child, or how friends feel towards each other, or the love between siblings, family members, pets, or even the way we feel about our planet? Love is a powerful force that drives our actions, motives, and behaviors, and can change the course of our lives. So when we remember that everyone and everything is connected to the same source, we can overcome any perceived differences and join our power toward a more conscious reality, one based on love. Yeah. And then there's a tip to say, try this. Close your eyes and breathe. Can you feel your connection to source? Walk outside and try to feel that connection to the plants and trees around you. Everything on this planet is made of the same universal loving energy. Can you feel that universal love when you pet an animal, hug a tree, or play with a child? Try it today. And that's your read, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next month.